Yo, what's good, guys? It's Austin here, or Luna. So today's story time, in my opinion, is a pretty good one, pretty ridiculous one. It's about an old relationship of mine, and it's not just like any other old relationship story where I was dating some girl and it just like fell apart. This relationship crashed and burned, and like that's even putting it lightly. It was just ridiculous, and I wanted to tell you guys about it. So today's story time all starts off when I was 17 years old. Now, when I was 17, my YouTube was popping off. I was still living in my hometown with my parents, and I was really just having a good life. I was enjoying myself. I was 17, about to turn 18, and like doing really well for myself. I was finally achieving all these dreams that I had, and I was having a great time, right? And I had this girlfriend at the time who was also very cool. So I really thought, life couldn't get any better than this. Like nothing could mess this up. And then something messed it up. Specifically, my girlfriend. So this all starts off as a normal day. I'm just sitting in my room working on a YouTube video, just having a nice time, right? Editing this video. And my girlfriend hits me up and goes, "Hey, you want to hang out today?" And I was like, "I'm actually working on a video right now, but when I'm done, I'm totally down." And she replies and goes, "You're always working on those videos," eyes rolling emoji. Now, a part of me really wanted to respond and just be like, "Yeah, I am always working on these videos because I fucking love it." But I just responded and was like, "Yeah, I'm sorry. Like, I'll be done soon. We'll hang out later, okay?" And she goes, "Okay, whatever." So I could tell she was kind of pissed off. I could tell that me working on my videos was kind of annoying her a little bit. But at the same time, like, she had to have understood, like, this is what I do. This has, like, been my dream since I was a little kid, and it was finally happening. So, like, not to sound insensitive, but I was going to keep doing what I did because I loved it, and I still love it. So anytime someone has a problem with me doing YouTube, well, to put it lightly, they can go fuck themselves. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. I responded to her. I told her we'd hang out later and I'd be done soon. And I was telling the truth. I literally only had like an hour left on this video. So as soon as I was done with that, me and her could hang out all night. So I finished up the video about an hour later, and she comes over and she walks in my room. I'm just sitting there kind of like checking the stats on the video, seeing what people are saying, checking the feedback just for a minute so I could see how I was doing. And then I was going to get off and just like watch Netflix all night. And she got mad at me. She was like, "You're always just looking at your YouTube. Like, you don't care about me." I was like, "What? What kind of bullshit is that? Like, I talk to you all the time. I hang out with you every day for hours on end. I spend way more time with you than I do making videos. Like, don't say that." And she was like, "Well, it's true." I was like, "It's not true." And she just got really pissed off at me and turned around and went to sleep. So I definitely wasn't feeling great after this. It's never a fun time to get into an argument with somebody, whether it's your girlfriend, your friend, your parents, like whoever. Getting into an argument and then going to sleep angry at each other with anybody isn't fun. I don't enjoy doing that. I like to be at peace with everyone in my life. So I was pretty annoyed and just not happy with the situation. But I just decided, you know what, like I'm going to let her sleep. I'm going to wake her up because, well, to wake someone up after an argument is kind of a dick move because it's just going to keep them even more mad at you. So yeah, I went to bed after that thinking that we'd wake up in better moods and talk it out. So I go to sleep and I wake up 3 hours later to her on my computer. And I look over at the clock and it's like 4:30 in the morning. So she's on my computer at 4:30 in the morning, middle of the night, typing really quietly. She didn't know I woke up. I like just opened my eyes. And she was trying to type super quietly, but I have one of those really loud mechanical keyboards. So when you type, it sounds like a fucking earthquake is hitting your room. So yeah, she couldn't be very quiet. It woke me up. So I stand up and she sees me and she goes, "Oh, like you're awake." And she immediately closes out the tab that she was on. And I was like, "What are you doing?" And she goes, "Nothing." I was like, "You're on my computer. Doesn't look like nothing." And she goes, "Well, yeah, I had to check something." I was like, "What do you have to check?" Because like this girl never used my computer. She was never on it ever. So I was really confused as to why she was on it. And she's like, "Oh, I just had to like check something really fast, like just something on Facebook." I was like, "All right, whatever." So I walk out of the room. I grab some water. I start drinking some water. I just kind of, wake myself up. And I go back into my room, and she's back in bed on her phone. And I didn't think much of it. I really thought she was telling the truth. I thought she was just on Facebook, going through her Facebook or something. But then I thought about it a little bit more because I looked over at her phone, and she was on Facebook on her phone. And I'm thinking to myself, if she really wanted to check her Facebook, she could have just done it on her phone. Like, why'd you get on my computer? So I asked her that. I was like, "Hey, if you had to like get up and check your Facebook, why didn't you just do it on your phone? Like, why'd you get on my computer?" And she goes, "Oh, it's just like easier to read on your big computer screen." And I was like, "Okay, I guess that's true." And she was like, "Yeah, like what, you don't trust me?" I was like, "No, I do. It's just weird. I've never seen you on my computer before." And she's like, "What, you got something to hide?" I was like, "No, obviously not, but I was just asking." She's like, "Yeah, don't worry about it. Let's go back to bed." And the tone of her voice sounded so much happier than before. Like before, she was mad at me and we were arguing and then she went to bed. But she didn't seem mad at me anymore. So she goes back to bed and I sit there in my bed just watching Netflix for like an hour. And I decide, you know what? I'm not going to be able to sleep. Like I'm up for the night. I'm just going to get up and go on my computer and just like read comments or like go on Twitter or something. So I get up, I go on my computer, I go on YouTube, and I'm signed out. which is weird because I would always leave myself signed in. So I go to sign in, I type in my password. It doesn't work. It says my password was changed like an hour ago. And I'm like, what the hell? Did I get hacked? What the fuck just happened? So I immediately start trying to reset my password as fast as I can because I think that I've been hacked. And I can't reset my password because my phone number got changed on my account. My YouTube was completely hacked. My phone number got changed, my two-step method got changed, everything was changed, and I was locked out of my email and my YouTube. So I was like, okay, fuck. I am 110% fucked. I got hacked. So I wake up my girlfriend freaking out. I'm like, yo, I got hacked. Like, my YouTube's hacked. Like, I don't know what to do. And she gets this devious smile on her face. And she goes, that's a shame. And I ask her, I'm like, why are you smiling? And she goes, because I'm the one that did it. And I start laughing. I think she's joking. And she's like, no, seriously. And I was like, what? And she goes, yeah, well, you were asleep. I took your phone, unlocked it with your thumb, and then I went on your computer and changed your details on your YouTube to my phone. And I was like, are you fucking serious? And she goes, yeah, look. And she shows me her phone, and she signed into my YouTube on her phone. And I was like, why would you do that? That, like, scared the shit out of me. Like, give me it back. And she goes, you can have it back at the end of the week. I was like, what are you talking about? And she goes, I want a week, just 1 week, free from your YouTube stuff, so we can just hang out and be a couple. I was like, are you really forcing me to quit YouTube for a week so that I can hang out with you even more than I already do? Like, you're literally here every night from like 6 p.m. to like 12 p.m. the next day, every single day, every night. Like, I don't know what else you want me to do. And she goes, yeah, well, it's not enough. And you focus way too much on it. You focus on it more than you focus on me. And I was like, you know, that's just really the furthest thing from true, but it's about to be true. And she goes, what do you mean? I'm like, you're not my girlfriend anymore. Get out of my house. And she goes, what'd you just say to me? And I repeat myself. I say, get out of my house. We're done. And she goes, what do you mean we're done? And I go, what do you think it means? We're broken up. We're done. You're not my girlfriend anymore. Like, you literally just tried to blackmail me with my own YouTube. Like, you stole my own channel to blackmail me with it. So yeah, I'm breaking up with you. Please get your stuff. Get out of my house. And she goes, really? Because if you break up with me, you're never getting this channel back. And I just tell her, like, you know what? I'll find a way to get it back. And if I don't, it's worth not being with someone that's going to blackmail me like you. And she gives me the dirtiest look and just goes, whatever. Fuck you, Austin. And she turns around, she starts walking away out of my room to the front door to leave the house. And I think about it for a second, and I really don't know how I'm going to get my channel back. So I thought that I would try a really, really, really just stupid tactic that might work. So I run out of my room, and I run up to the front door before she walks out. And I'm like, wait. And she goes, what? I was like, I can't find my phone for some reason. Like, can I use yours to call it? And she's like, fine. And she hands me her phone. I can't believe, like, this didn't cross her mind that I was planning something. But I take her phone, I run back into my room, shut my room door, and lock it. And then I grab my phone from next to my pillow, because I didn't lose it. I was lying to her. It was right next to my pillow. I run back to my desk. I reset my password. I put my phone back on my YouTube channel. I take hers off. I completely revoke her access. And I get my YouTube back. And she knew what was going on after a minute. I heard her start knocking on the door like, Austin, open the door right now. Open this door. And after everything was reset, after everything was all good, I open the door, I hand her back her phone, and I say, thank you, got my channel back, have a wonderful day. And she goes, what? I'm like, see ya, and I shut the door in her face and locked it. And then she went and left my house and walked out to her car looking very mad and very defeated. And now I sit here a few years later with a great story to tell for you guys on the YouTube channel that she tried to steal and basically force me to quit doing. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much the end of that story time. I blocked her on everything and never talked to her again because she literally tried to steal you guys from me. And that was that. Moral of the story is, don't be like she was in this story time. And that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this story time. If you did, please leave a like on the video. I'd really appreciate it. Feel free to leave your story times in the comments down below. And subscribe if you're new. I'll see y'all later. Peace.